We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. And on tap tonight, it's the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Luka Doncic.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with his teammates, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Russell Westbrook has passed the great Oscar Robertson for first overall in career triple-doubles. Westbrook says, "I just do what you need to do in order to win. My job is to do everything. That's what I do night in and night out, and nobody else does it the same. Simple as that. Kevin, nobody calls a game like you."
David, you are too nice. Thank you so much. And Westbrook, he is incredible. Thank you, David. And now the Lakers starting group. We've got Russell Westbrook. LeBron James is out there with Johnson. Then there's Monk, and it's Reeves in at the 3. And for Dallas, Luka Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Reggie Bullock. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot. And Greg, as we near the end of the regular season, some call these the dog days of the year. Winning teams ready for the playoffs, and the lottery teams sometimes ready to call it a day.
Well, a lot of teams still have something to play for, whether it's fighting to make the playoffs or seeding. These games do count.
Here's James. Doncic with the block. Johnson against Powell. Over Johnson. The shot by Powell, no good. In the corner, it's Monk. Shoots from the baseline. Count that bucket. Monk's got the opening bucket of the night here for Los Angeles.
Yeah, I like seeing that strong mid-range J of Monk's. I mean, when he's got room to shoot it, he lets it go quickly and with ease. Doncic
against Westbrook. Doncic passes to Finney Smith. Shot clock at 5. A rebound by the Lakers. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A.
Left his man lunging and reaching for air. That was something else right there.
Brunson the pass to Powell. He feeds it to Doncic. Over Westbrook. That one doesn't go. And the Lakers going the other way now.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
There's 47 seconds left in the first. Powell sets a screen for Doncic. Over Westbrook. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Inside, Monk. The layup off target.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Brunson scanning the floor. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. There's the pass to Reeves. Good, and the assist goes to James. Reeves has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, LeBron James is clearly a tremendously talented passer. When a guy is open, he'll get him the ball.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Lakers lead by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we've heard Russell Westbrook say his job is to do everything. But he understands that it's also a team effort.
We got to do it together. And I think that's more important than scoring any points or doing anything else is leadership. And that's where I got to find my niche and try to lead the guys.
Well, Greg, leadership, an area where Westbrook, I think, feels he's growing.
And with his motor, he's always been a culture setter. But bringing your teammates along is also about setting the tone for collaboration.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamanos. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Dallas, Davis Bertans out there with Brown. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. Bradley against Dinwiddie. Pass to Bertans. And here's Brunson. It's deflected. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of this game.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year, but just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Good on both. Well, we've seen mid-range jumpers lose favor, but Clark, it seems like the floater is on the rise.
Kevin, it's a must-have shot in today's game because of the lane being open as much as it is, the way the game is officiated, where you can drive it and create foul situations. Smaller guys that get in the lane have to have a shot that can avoid taller defenders, and the floater is that shot.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take the challenge to guard on the perimeter, and continue to protect the paint, it's hard to score on him. Guys?
DA, he is a lead in every way, as are you. Thank you. Second shot opportunity, and it's Bradley laying it in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Kleber kicks to Brown. 20 feet out. And that one hits back iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Bertans. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Brown. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
And Doncic, here we go. And that one drops. And that's now 7 points for Luka Doncic.
Capable of slicing his way to the basket, all Doncic needs is a sliver.
And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Dinwiddie with the steal. Down low. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Reeves. And the layup falls. Reeves has got 7 points in the game. The drive by Doncic. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Doncic is able to blow by opponents and make them pay. Even though he's not the greatest athlete, he's sneaky quick.
James way outside. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Lakers ahead, leading by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Frank Vogel. Coach, the points coming with regularity in that first half. What's been the key?
We're playing with a high offensive motor. We're screening through physicality. We're cutting hard. We're moving the basketball. We're getting good shots for ourselves.
And it's showing on the floor, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And you know, for that matchup with the Cavaliers, this is one they'll be favored in, but they can't let their guard down. The talent disparity isn't that much. Worst thing you could do is play down to your competition.
All right, now let's get into our game. It ended up being a strong first half for the Lakers.
They came out as the more physical team tonight. You could tell they put an emphasis on winning the battle of the boards. All of these bodies crashing the glass has given them a physical and a middle edge, Ernie.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Malik Monk. Johnson is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Reeves in at the 3 spot.
Well, 1 year at Virginia Tech and 3 more at Florida for Dorian Finney-Smith before going undrafted in 2016.
Well, Greg, you think about it, he also had a year in college, an extra year because he transferred. So that may have scared some teams off, his age and how long he spent in college. But I tell you what, if you're a pro and you've got pro ability and pro attitude, it's going to come out. And he's made an impact in the NBA from day one.
Passes it to Powell, and it's Bullock in the corner. Back to Powell, and stolen by James. Monk, no one around him. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Monk's got 5 now.
Nothing quite as good as seeing Monk shoot that 3 ball. I mean, fantastic at measuring those long-range shots up and knocking them down.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 6. Outside Westbrook. To the inside. Here's James. Lays it up off the glass. LeBron's got his first points of the night.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings, knows exactly where the gap is, and finds his teammate perfectly.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Davis Bertans comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Sterling Brown, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Doncic. Here's Dinwiddie. Rebounded by the Lakers. Howard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Westbrook surveying the D. Here's Horton Tucker. Again, the Lakers.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Bertans finds Kleber. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Dinwiddie.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Westbrook has tremendous elevation for a guard. So athletic, and not only does he get high up in the air, he's strong while he's up there.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. To the left side wing. And he banks in the layup. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brunson kicks to Dinwiddie. Going inside. Westbrook with the block.
Hey, the athleticism of Westbrook not only on display offensively, he can throw shots out of there too.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. Now let's listen in to Frank Vogel's huddle.
Playing for each other.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Reggie Bullock is out there with Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Powell kicks to Bullock. And a miss there on the triple.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Here's Finney Smith. Doesn't go that time. LeBron with some nice D. Outside Anthony. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 3 assists in the game. Bullock passes to Doncic. Here he goes. Here's Powell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Boy, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a master, a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's covered closely. Bucket is good.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Monk, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, when you look at Monk's shot mechanics, they're really solid. Even with the foul, he completed his follow-through in his shooting motion. Impressive.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
The first one falls.
Boy, Monk is so lethal and efficient as a scorer. I mean, great range, always hunting his shot. I'd like to see him work on his passing, but, man, he can put it in the basket.
Dallas making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. James outside to the paint. Here's Monk. The kick out to Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Here's LeBron. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. And the Lakers lead by 15.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And by getting the hard-earned victory here this evening, they'll have snapped that 1-1 season series deadlock and finished 2 up, 1 down on the year against Dallas.
Into the lane. Monk for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
The shot by Powell, no good. LeBron outside. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. LeBron, in the fourth quarter, were you looking to be aggressive?
Yeah, just try to close the game out. You know, my teammates looked for me in the fourth quarter to close the game out with my scoring and just my playmaking ability. So, you know, to be able to go out there and come through for it means a lot.
I know they're used to it by now, but I know you're still happy with the win. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, our New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.